Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, we are getting to our third Valkyrie being in love, and I don't know about this one. I already have a show that's pretty dangerous in this department of how much they're showing and what's going on with the Lane show I'm watching, and someone actually, commenting saying that they want me to continue. So I am a man of my word. I said if someone asked me if they want me to keep it on the channel, I would. So now that we know just what we're going to be seeing, probably for the rest of the time, like I said, the first girl that we see was nowhere near this like forward, right? She was nowhere near as um, in your face with her feelings to our main character. Well, she was like opposite. She didn't want to show that side. So because of it, it put a really weird position on um, the show after we had seen her. And then the complete opposite is true about the next girl, and she's just like ridiculously in our face with how she feels and how she's reacting or trying to get this stuff to go on. So I feel like this week's episode was a blend of the two. It was like right in the middle. Like it wasn't 1000% focused on that, but the whole time she was kind of focused on that because of her feelings, because of they all kind of have their reasonings behind probably already enjoying this guy's company, not just enjoy this guy's company, but wanting to date him and all that to be not only stronger, but to be with somebody that they can truly fall in love with. All this good stuff is where we're understanding um, their motives, but like we learned with the second girl, her motives were literally to get praised by daddy and to be noticed by dad and this and that. So it wasn't necessarily about him as much as it is about them getting stronger to protect or to be acknowledged by their father, whatever the case may be. And I just want to say now, this is the final boss in the game. So if you don't want to be spoiled by the final boss, I highly recommend you turn off this video because I guess I could teleport somewhere else and fight someone else. But anyway, I could go to like the void. I'll go to the void. I won't spoil you guys like that. It's messed up. So, well, I guess it's been out for a while, huh? I don't know. With everything we know about this show, I think it's safe to say that anybody who has gone and to made it to level up right now is supposed to be very helpful towards the cause of just fighting these demons, these Akuma or whatever. So if that is the case, we need to know just how much comes with the overall notion that either fight, they fight alone for however long until all of them get dating, which we we see the guy at the end of the last week's episode and what level he was. So it was pretty clear that they were going to continue to either show him or make sure that we know that he's a problem. Which I think I saw someone saying that they thought he wasn't supposed to be a bad guy. Like he said he wants to devour them, and he thought he was just talking about the guy for trying to get with the Valkyries. But no, he is just like I was saying. He's gonna be a huge problem, and he's trying to literally take out these Valkyries and this guy from being able to allow them to have that type of power to even, attack them or be in a position to, take them out in the grand scheme of being too strong. Like imagine these Valkyries that are level 1 are becoming stronger just because you allowed it to happen, and then they body your whole entire clan because you just didn't destroy them when they were level 1 or devour them, quote unquote. So there's that, and we see somebody who was already talking to him, like talking down to him because of the time he's taking and all the power that they've already gained. I'm guessing there's a way for this person who's talking to the bad side. I think they said Fenrir was the one that sent them, or he is Fenrir. I forgot. I thought his name started with a G. Um, but yeah, we get a decent understanding that whoever wants this done, they want it done sooner than later. Yeah, Fenrir has also sent a miracle, miserable coward. So his name starts with a G or something, and Fenrir seemingly now is our target of main boss type of deal. So that's the type of stuff I love with these types of well, with these shows is they're not afraid to just throw out the names, and that's where I'm telling you about 12 episode animes where they could either be abrupt or they can still be long if the show itself gives it that room. And with this week's episode, it definitely felt like they went away from giving it room by just blatantly telling us who's the person sending out someone who's like level 60 or something. So if there's people that send 100 and like beyond, okay, then we got a show. But if 60 is really up there, or well, it doesn't even seem like it because he said something about this kid who seems like a kid anyway in the human world because this guy who's level 60 whatever seems like a human, right? He doesn't seem like he's a demon or whatever. So you look at it in both of those perspectives and you're like, okay, so they can clearly blend in relatively good and talks so well that he made ladies' hearts throb and stuff like that, you know? So he's not that bad with his words for not being from this world, supposedly. So it then gives you this notion that they can move in. They can even try to date one of these Valkyries themselves. Not date, but become ridiculously good friends with them or something. Which one has already kind of done with the student council. I don't think she knows he's, whatever he is, but he's pretty close to the student council people already to be able to talk to them. So it makes it pretty clear that he's already made these moves uh, in case of not being able to get in as close as he wants to, and still being able to know what's going on in the mid time. So I don't know. This show has really, really, like I was saying, it went in the middle of the two girls' actions. Like this girl didn't seem like she wanted to do anything wild and crazy, but then when they're stuck in a locker, she's hoping that he says like, "We need to." I'm gonna like, okay, uh, he pretty much was going to let her fans see her as he did stuff, and that was her mind of him thinking that. So when it didn't happen, she was like disappointed. So take that as you will. Take that as you will is all I can say to that. So we do have, but then yeah, it didn't go into her. I mean, she kissed his like chest or whatever, but I mean, that's as far as that went for her to be able to confess her love and all that stuff. So much much easier than I don't know. The two latest girls were kind of weird. They were kind of weird. So I'm not gonna lie to you on that one. I don't know where this show's gonna go, or how far this man's gonna have to go with older women to get them to fall in love, or if it's gonna be less that he has to do. I don't know anymore. And I think that's the thing about this show is that's their kind of like their cash cow, or like is to have something relatively unknown that's coming up next, but at the same time, it's not like it's completely unforeseeable. Like you're not like, oh well, I didn't never thought that would come, but at the same time, you kind of know it's coming now because they all need to level up, and when I say level up, you know what I mean. So with all that being said, hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the anime J. J. Sorry, I have a little bit of energy today. And I will definitely talk to you in the next one. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, clicking, or even staying this long, you're one of the real ones. And just know that I make this channel for all of us to be able to have a place to talk and relax and be able to just say something that if we said anywhere else, you might get judged and have to defend your comment just because you wanted to just say something that was on your mind. So that's not what this type of place I want to be like the community to be. So I work on that. But thank you so much for even allowing me to say I have any type of community with what I have now. So with that being said, take care and peace.